What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. It's looking a little different out in the back. I got a different angle from the desk. In this video, we're going to be going over macros. I mentioned in the other video, and yes, we are here, still alive. We survived a little encounter with the bobcat. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just click up there. You'll see the video from yesterday. But in today's video, we're going to be going over macros. So the macros that are very important for keto, they are going to be for your weight loss. You're going to be counting your fat, calories, protein, and your net carbs. Very important, net carbs. So we'll be going over all that right now. You will be seeing also on the side here the way I do it with my macros. I actually do them on an app. So if you guys want to know what app it is, the app is this one right up here. You guys can check it out. It is, I think, like $8.99. You pay a one-time fee and then you keep it as far as Apple goes, App Store. But if you don't and you want to know just what macros are, very simple. So the first macro we'll be going over is going to be this one right here. We're going to be going over the fat one. Fat is going to be very important when it comes to your macros because that's what's going to produce more ketones in your body. That's ultimately going to be the one that's going to be producing ketones for you. So you want to do high in fat. Now, a lot of people are going to tell you it's very important that you maximize your macros. And it is very important. For me, I found it extremely hard to fill them from the beginning. But a good way of doing it is eating food that's really high in fat. So it's going to be your bacon. MCT oil, for those of you that don't know, I know I've mentioned it in previous videos. MCT oil is very, very important. It's, I think, like 15 grams of fat per tablespoon, at least the one that I have. And that one's going to be right up here. That way you guys can check it out and get it for yourselves. So that's a really good source of getting fat. You can do that like in your coffees in the morning, or you can even cook with it as well. Now, besides that, like I mentioned, bacon. You bacon with your eggs, cook it in MCT oil. That's a lot of fat right there already. That's going to be raising your macros, as you see right up here. You should be seeing something on the side here that's going to be showing you the macros. So that goes for fat. Fat's going to be going up with that. Avocados, actually, avocados are really good for you guys. So those of you that do like avocados, unlike me, sorry, I don't like them. But if you do like avocados, it's going to be really good in fat as well. It's a good source of fat. When you get your meat, get meat that has some fat on it. And it's all going to be calculated depending on your nutritional facts. Make sure you guys are checking them. So very important. Fill up your macros, guys. Definitely fill up your fat macros. That's a good one to fill up. I feel like it's one of the hardest ones to fill. But see what works best for you. For me, it's always been MCT oil. Bacon is really high in fat. Even cheeses. Cheeses are pretty good in fat as well. So cheese is good. Try out the cheese. And MCT oil, guys. MCT is number one. I'm telling you guys, you got to try it. So besides that, we also have our protein. Our protein is going to be this one right up here. Before I forget, set your limits to how much you're going to be doing. As you can see on screen right here, those are going to be the limits for me. Those are the limits I have for myself. But even for me, usually protein I fill up. Fat I've been filling up for the most part. Calories is always below. And net carbs is always below. But you have a leeway. Whatever you have there, you can fill them up. Obviously, if you don't, the ones you don't want to fill is calories. If you don't, that's perfectly fine. Protein, it's perfectly fine. The fat one, you might want to fill it up. But it's no big deal if you don't. And obviously net carbs. The less net carbs you have, the more fat you're going to be burning, essentially. So protein. That's going to be obviously your meats and cheeses. Cheeses do have protein, guys, so make sure you're checking. If you're going to be eating nuts also, which you should probably be eating raw almonds only for the most part if you're going to be eating nuts. But if you are, those also have protein. Here's a good example of one that I got in Costco. This is going to be cashews. I freaking love cashews. But if you look in the back, this thing actually has 8 carbs and 1 dietary fiber. So it has 7 net carbs that we're going to be eating for every ounce, or 15 grams. So in reality, it's a little bunch that you're going to be eating. It's a tiny bit that you're actually going to be eating. And for all that amount of carbs, it's really not worth it. Don't get it. I bought them. I haven't ate them since. But I mean, if your net carb limit's like 40 or 50, you could probably afford it. For me, it's not. Mine's 20. Not sure if you can see on camera the nutritional facts that are on here. But nonetheless, I'll go ahead and put it on the screen up here somewhere. That way you guys can see it along with me, and I'll show you how to read your nutritional facts if you're not sure how to do it. So for example, this one has 40 servings per container. Your serving size is going to be 1 ounce, which is about 15 pieces. I've always mentioned serving sizes are very important in your nutritional facts. So make sure you're checking that right off the bat. So about an ounce. So an ounce is actually going to be what I'm going to be listing right now. 150 calories, 12 grams of fat, 2 grams of saturated fat, 0 grams of trans fat, which is good, 0 for cholesterol, 0 milligrams of sodium, which is why I ended up getting these in the first place, because I'm also doing a low sodium diet, by the way, which is very hard. Total carbs, 8 grams. Remember, It's not your total grams. Because we have dietary fiber here, which is it's like basically 1 gram. You're going to see the little greater sign with the 1 gram. It's 1 gram of dietary fiber. So this is actually 7 net carbs, not 8. For your sugars, you're going to have 2 grams of sugar, 5 grams of protein, and that's it. That's going to be your nutritional fact. So whenever you input this into your macros, I'll show you on screen how it's going to look when you input it. I'll input this exact one, and you'll see how it's going to be inputted on there and how it's going to calculate as far as your net carbs, your protein, your fat, and your calories go. So you'll be seeing all those 4 on there, and you'll see how it is that it affects it. That way you'll kind of get an idea of how you're going to be doing it and how it works when it fills it up. Now, we also have calories. For the calories, like I mentioned right now, this is a good example. It's 150 calories per serving, so for 1 ounce. So if you eat 1 ounce, you're going to be doing 150 calories. You do 2 ounces, obviously it's 2 serving sizes, so you'll be doing 300. Basic math, you just add them up. And with that, you're also going to be adding, for example, for this one, it'll be at a total of 14 net carbs now because you're adding another serving size, which will be another 7 net carbs. Get the idea? You get where I'm going? So it's pretty easy, honestly. All you gotta do is just be really careful when you're reading your nutritional facts and when you're reading your serving sizes. So always check all of those. Your last macro you're gonna have is your net carbs. Net carbs is the one that's really important because you do not want to get above your limit and you do not want to get kicked out of ketosis. And the way you do that is by eating more net carbs than you should be eating. So for example, mine is 20 net carbs the limit, right? Honestly, for the most part, when I'm eating in the morning, let's say I have eggs, bacon, cook them in MCT oil, and maybe add some cheese on there. For the most part, I do. In the afternoon, I'll probably snack on like a cheese stick or 2 and maybe a fat bomb. So we'll add that on there now, and now you're gonna be seeing how it is with those. Next, for lunch, for the most part, if I'm at work, I'm gonna be eating either a salad or honestly, I usually do a keto shake. So if I do a keto shake, for example, we'll add that up there as well. And now we're at, boom, that much. That's our macros now. So now that our macros are at that, we still have some leeway. As you can see with the net carbs, I hardly ever get to 20. I'll even show you guys my weekly ones. You can see day by day, you're gonna be seeing that my net carbs, they hardly ever get maxed out. And to me, I like that because I like to keep it under 20, even though my limit is at 20. So the less carbs you have, the more fat you're burning. So don't worry. If you're not filling up your net carb one, your net carb macro, you're good. Don't even trip. The rest, you want to fill up, except for calories. You want to have calories low too. And I don't know why it is with me. Whenever I'm eating during the day or at the end of the day, I see my macros, calories are usually pretty low and net carbs are low. Protein, I'm not gonna lie guys, I like meat, so my macros get pretty full on protein. As you can see, a couple of days I did go over on protein, not gonna lie. This is not like some sponsorship for this app. Just letting you guys know the app that I'm using and it's working for me. So that's a good way of tracking your guys' macros. Hopefully this video kind of helped you guys out a little bit. So if I haven't lost you already and you're still here, make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate all the support, guys. Thank you so much. Hopefully these kind of videos are helping other people out in their weight loss journey. Or you're just watching it because you like seeing me. Either one. Just subscribe and like. So it's going to be an overall explanation of macros and how it is that you fill them up and what they are. But that's going to be for this video, guys. Just a really quick video showing you guys about macros and how it is that I do it and with the app that I've been using as well. Hopefully this helped you guys out in any kind of way. If it did, make sure you guys smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you also hit that bell notification so you don't miss a single upload that I post. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. Appreciate all the support. Thank you guys for coming on and watching my journey to my body transformation. Hopefully it inspires some people. Remember, don't give up. Try your hardest. And at the end of the day, once you start seeing those results, it's really going to keep you going. And believe me, you will see those results. Don't give up on yourself. Don't listen to what other people tell you. Don't listen to people that are judging you. At the end of the day, all that hard work is going to pay off. So that's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you guys once again. We'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.